got a car in trouble. The 38's got some smoke coming out of the rear of that one. Sheldon Creed looks like he may be in trouble, and yes, he gets up into the wall after that.
Boy, he put down some kind of fluid or something the way he skated with all 4 tires into the fence.
A slack tire, it looks like. He was definitely off the pace when he got down to turn 1. Great battle for the lead right here.
On board with Herbst, looking up at Miller, the 41, contact. And Miller's into the wall.
Herbst is in the wall.
2 around. The 2 leaders crash out here in Michigan.
The 15 of Kyle Benjamin is also around. A lot of these guys are going down into the grass. There's a lot of chaos going on here on this latest restart.
That's Sheldon Creed, who's multiple laps down because of earlier issues.
Oh, and
Benjamin
didn't see the 19 of David Sear come by and drove right in the side of him. I don't think he had any damage till that happened.
I don't think so either.
And Austin Theriault getting to the inside of Sheldon Creed, and it looks like Creed may try and shut the door. May not work. Here comes Theriault to second.
Creed trying to hang on to that one, has contact with Brandon Grosso back behind him, and that causes a huge wreck. Tanner Thorson in it, Ryan Unzecker in it, the 33 car of Tyler Dipple in it, Moose trying to dodge it. I see the Cunningham car right there.
That's
the 77
Dalton
Dalton Sargent, yes. Man, a massive pileup of cars. Will Kimmel. What a shame.
Tom Hesser.
Sargent with a wreck at the last dirt race that collected 22 car of Shane Lee. So first and second, third, getting away clean. Sheldon Creed, though, really, unfortunately, starting that one off, unless you want to really go.
Yeah, we're hearing that the ARCA officials are taking a look. Oh, contact. Around goes Cody Robaugh.
Who else will he take with him? He's got damage, and that's Sheldon Creed in the 28. Also in heavy damage as Robo goes around racing Snyder.
Boy, Sheldon Creed, just a victim of being in the wrong place at the wrong time. But look at the damage to that United Rentals car.
He finished second in his last outing at DuQuoin.
I think that's going to be terminal for Sheldon Creed. Not a great deal of damage. It doesn't look like to Cody Robaugh's car.
So under caution.
Back at Kentucky Speedway, we're under caution, and look at the mark on the right side of the leader, Sheldon Creed, who has dominated this race, but dealing with lap traffic a moment ago. Caution number 3, Con Nicolopoulos on pit road. Watch Creed as he comes up at a much faster rate.
We talked about patience. Unfortunately, that is not being patient, especially when you're the leader. You know, you got a fast car. Sheldon was trying to do a great job of get as much gap as he possibly could, and unfortunately, he thought he had a lane. And Con probably didn't expect him to think that was a lane, and unfortunately, they got together.
On board with Dalton Sargent running in second. He had, I'm sure, a little moment in his mind is, where is this car going? Where am I going to go?
And the transition off of turn 2 since the reconfiguration, Justin, is it a big difference if you're lower like the 06 was and the 28 getting lower to pass him? Is the transition different there?
Well, I think one of the things that I've noticed is, you know, it is kind of wide and inviting. So the 06 probably just assumed that he was going to go to the outside because there is some room over there.
He is mostly covered by Austin Theriault, but race wins are at stake. Here we go. Theriault on the bottom side, getting a little push from Herbst.
Looked like Creed wanted to crowd him down there.
Herbst is around. Theriault stayed in front, but we will immediately hit the caution. Dalton Sargent second the championship is one of those going spinning around.
Cody
Vinny
Robaugh.
Miller in the 41. Cody Robaugh with big time damage. And Shane Lee as well in the 22. Here. Let's watch again.
Here's the restart. Look out, Creed. Yeah, a little bit wide there.
Oh, and Creed took some contact too.
It was actually the 22. I thought that the 18 and the 28 had come together, but it was actually the 22 that got into the right rear quarter panel, right here as the 18 tries to swing up a little bit. The 22 is trying to go to the middle, and unfortunately those two make contact.
Good catch.
Let's prepare for this ride with Riley Herbst.
He's battling with Riley Herbst right now, and he's still losing pace. He's in big trouble, a big wiggle, and he's trying to keep it off the wall, and he's lost a tire.
Probably going to bring a caution flag out here. I saw some rubber fly off that tire.
Oh!
Definitely a lot of debris on the racetrack.
Once again, Sheldon Creed had victory within reach, and it's not going to happen.
We stay green right now.
And we're nearing 6 to go. We will stay green. Self.
Here for the ARCA Racing Series presented by Menards at Toledo Speedway. Gus Dean in the 32 in that green machine, 8th in points coming into this one with some heavy damage on the right side of that car. But let's take a look at that. Some contact between teammates. Drama here at Toledo. Harrison Burton in the 12 and the 28, the point leader here in ARCA. Sheldon Creed getting together coming off the corner.
They were racing extremely hard for the 4th place position. As they went through that corner, they made contact. Gus Dean also in the green. Cooling Products number 32 getting in that crunch after the fact that those 2 cars spun in turn 2, racing for the same spot on the racetrack.
Man, bad break. There's the 12 machine of Harrison Burton, who is in the first pit stall coming to pit road. Some major nose damage to that teenager's team. He is the son of longtime NASCAR winner Jeff Burton. And Harrison, one of the top up-and-coming drivers in the country, battling with his teammate there. Contact between the two. Let's take another look at what happened up there, Jim Toledo, between these two.
A tap by Burton, I think, as Creed tried to come back across the racetrack to hold position. Burton tucked his nose underneath. Creed didn't see him there or didn't know he was that close to him. They made contact, so it could have been worse, believe it or not, as the way Harrison got into Creed. Creed was able to woe it down and not make inside wall contact, but you see the damage there. Both of those teams now on pit road. This is our point leader. This is a huge deal for the 28 of Sheldon Creed, who's already said, I'm thinking about the big picture each and every time I race.
Indeed, he did. He said it's not too early to start thinking about points, but they also want to get to victory lane. Unfortunate circumstances for him here, but here's what's interesting about this whole situation. Sheldon Creed, they're fixing the front end of that car. How much damage does he have? We're not sure. Did he knock the toe out? Is the handling going to be okay?
Enough damage was created. They took the nose off. Crew Chief Jeff Stankiewicz and the team spent the majority of the second half of practice into the afternoon fixing this car because of this incident. What they had to do was go back in and weld some bracing for the nose, change the nose piece altogether, and Sheldon Creed was also involved in changing the pedal where the car does not want to slow when you want it to. Look at this.
Oh, no. Sheldon Creed, the point leader, going around in turn number 4. That will bring out the 4th caution of the night here in Madison.
Creed might have flat spotted his tires enough. We might see our point leader on pit road here. So the cars that did not pit on our most recent caution now under the 4th amber. This could be the chance for Creed to get that car fixed because it was a lap car that caused the situation, but he's not had the car he's wanted all night long.
Con Nicolopoulos in the 06 was involved in that one. Let's take a look. Watch that 06. They come on that car really quickly. Actually, it's Brad Smith, my apologies, in the number 48, and he was right on the bottom side of the racetrack. But Sheldon Creed and Eddie Thatcher were side by side. 3 wide doesn't work here in turn 3.
And using a slower car on the bottom like a pick there was not the opportune thing for Eddie Thatcher.
Riley Herbst in his laps around this racetrack. All of a sudden you just saw a billow of smoke just come from the left front. In fact, let's take a look. Oh, just as we do that, Sheldon Creed, your point leader, 177 laps into this one, goes around in turn number 4 to bring out the caution once again.
4th caution of the day, and Sheldon Creed, the last driver you would expect with the great run he's had this season to come to the shortest track and have this many issues in this race. Got a lap down, got the lucky dog, and here we see him spinning. It looked like a little turf there, something flying up the racetrack. Hope it's nothing serious on that number 28 United Rentals Toyota. We see a lot of debris now being spit about after that spin.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what exactly that was because we did see like 2 pieces of debris from the back end of that 28 car. You take a look at that left side tires. Maybe it looks like it's a little bit low on that 28 car. The point leader, Sheldon Creed, with some trouble here as we close in on the 200 lap mark. 250 is the distance today for the ARCA Racing Series presented by Menards and Chandler Smith. Let's just call him the Dominator so far at